Welcome to day 93 of the Seeker's Guide to Soul Contact. Hope you're enjoying the classes so far. Be sure and catch up on previous classes. We have them recorded for you if you haven't gone through them yet. The theme for today is the eyes of understanding. The last lesson was on spiritual hearing, and the assignment was to listen and hear an answer from your higher self on this question. What area of my being needs your love and healing power? Did you receive an answer on this? Probably not at first, but remember that your first impression, however faint or even illogical, is not to be dismissed. The first impression is not always right, but often contains clues to the real answer. When you ask a question, you must be aware of the various answers that could be given. For instance, the question includes the word healing. Did this cause you to focus on physical healing? The seeker should realize that healing extends far beyond the physical. In fact, most physical maladies are merely a manifestation of non-physical problems, sending a message through the physical body. The emotional self creates many problems through harboring a grievance or perpetuating some state of denial. The mind can cause problems by nourishing a deceptive illusion that sends distorted energy down through the emotions and then to manifest physical problems. So, where do you need to focus the healing powers of the soul then? Should they just be on that pain in the neck? Or maybe it is your reaction to the situation or person who is symbolic of the pain in the neck. For every problem where illness or discomfort manifests, there is a possible healing available. Sometimes we cannot find it on our own and need a little help from a higher spiritual intelligence. The next spiritual sense to examine is that of sight. We've already taken sight a couple steps beyond normal seeing. We've covered the seeing of the etheric body and the aura. We've also covered the art of seeing the higher self through the use of the imagination. Not many are sensitive enough to actually see the spiritual world, but many can sense the higher self that resides in it. The seeker can create a vehicle for the higher self through the use of the imagination, but then he can take his vision to a still higher level. An important aspect of the spiritual vision is understanding. Understanding comes through spiritual light that interplays between the two worlds, with the result of bringing light to the mortal mind. What most people call understanding often involves very little real understanding, but merely the learning or memorization of how something works. Understanding goes beyond the facts to seeing how facts relate and support true principles. Indeed, Solomon spoke the truth when he advised this. He said, "With all thy getting, get understanding." Spiritual vision includes the art of seeing through the eyes of understanding, and attempting this is the first step in connecting with your higher self. For this higher part of yourself sees with much more understanding than you in a physical body. Your higher self is your personal savior, your Christ, because its mind is linked with the entity who was Christ, as well as to a quote from the Bible, as well as to an innumerable company of angels, to the general assembly and the church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. That's from Hebrews chapter 9 or chapter 12. Your assignment today is to go through all the steps of contact we have discussed so far. Call out the name of the higher self, imagine its presence, and then feel its presence, followed by sensing impressions it has for you. Today we will go one extra step. and see through the eyes of the higher self. Sense the presence of your higher self a few feet in front of you. Now feel the presence come close to you. Stand up as if you are face to face with it. Now feel it step forward and actually enter into your body. Next, sense you and your higher self as being one, and that you can see through its eyes of understanding. Using this enhanced vision, examine your life from the time you were born to the present. See your life as your higher self sees it. Spend whatever time is comfortable examining your life and see what insights come. When you are through, see your higher self step out of your body, but a lighted link joins you to its presence. So now you feel closer than ever to it. Visualize this link existing from now on. And with this affirmation, I see through eyes of understanding. A lot to think about, and we will see you tomorrow.